I was still a virgin. So by that time, he comes to me, he's like, do you know that the Bible speaks that once you don't feed me, someone else will outside will. I didn't understand him. And then he eventually came to me, he's like, no. I was like, once you don't give a dog food,
it'll go
eat outside. So my baby, you better watch out. And I was told that if I don't give it out, the Lord is going to punish me.
Wow.
The Lord is going to punish me. And if I do this, marriage will come, doors will open. And then eventually he broke up with me. I was fine about it. And then he went to go date my cousin.
Hello, it's your girl Mazondi, and welcome to another episode of In Her Shoes. Today we have two beautiful ladies that are going to be helping me unpack a topic that maybe you can relate to. Let's meet our first guest.
Hi, my beautiful people. My name is Solofelo Selave. I am from Mafike, and I am a PK as well as a plus size model. I'm an MC, and I do a couple of things, but it's all within the events.
And the next guest is also in the entertainment space, in the industry, the lady in pink. Please do introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Inga Mukute. I'm from Ekonce, King Williamstown in Eastern Cape. I'm a mother of two beautiful girls. I am a PR guru.
Absolutely.
I'm in entertainment. Yeah, man, I do a lot of things in the industry, actually. Some I can't mention because I don't want people to trouble me.
If you need her, call me.
Yeah,
I will be her manager. So today we're speaking about, you know that time you fasted and you prayed and you rabakashad and you had a relationship that you thought was the one, but today is no more. That is our topic today. The relationships that broke up even though you prayed and fasted and you thought you heard the Lord. Is it possible, Luguti, you can do everything right spiritually but still end up single in the real world? Let's break down today's topic, the breakups that happen even after you prayed. Was it God's will or was it your emotional attachments? But what happens when you thought this was the one? You thought this was it because you prayed about it. You felt the Holy Spirit. But manje, ansachongani at all. So we're going to be talking about that. But first, before we go on, I want testimony time. Of course, no mentioning names, but let's testify. I don't mind starting just to warm you guys up. Let's talk about that relationship that was supposed to be the one because you thought it was the one, but it didn't happen. So for me, for example, I remember the relationship where I prayed and I fasted and I thought, this is it. Guru has given me my person, and then God's just like, no, get out. God literally sat me down and said, Puma lapho angazi uthunyoba. And then it's a question of, Kanti, all the time, was it me hearing myself thinking, or was it God who said? Because I thought it was the one. So that was my downfall, where God was just like, I did not send you there. Come back. Get out. But what's your testimony of the relationship where you thought it was it, and then it's not because I see collab right now? Did you want to start?
Oh, okay, let me just start. Okay, I think with me, it just came to that point whereby I felt an ideal of a relationship. I had an ideal that I felt like this was it for me. And I felt like I met the person that I really loved. And my family also loved this person. My friends, everything was so easy for us. Conversations were flowing. Everything was so nice. And I was thinking about the future. And then God was just there like, okay. No, I didn't want to listen. God gave me hints. I don't want to lie. He gave me a lot of things. And he told me that this is not it by pulling me away from where he is. But I just didn't want to see it.
Because you were in love.
I was in love. And then things just changed. And then eventually he disappeared.
Sure.
Yeah. He disappeared because we didn't have the same beliefs. He didn't. I don't know whether he believed in God or what. I didn't know. That's something that I didn't ask. And he just had other things that he believed in. And I didn't ask. And I'm a full Christian. And I'm a PK. And he just genuinely had a problem with me. Going home, going to church because I hardly church this side. And then it was just that issue. And then boom, one day he disappeared, and that was it.
Unequally yoked is what I think of as well. When someone complains about your church going, is a red flag.
Yeah.
Your story?
Oh, yeah. Where do I even begin? But it's still weird till this day. But it's not like I really care. But you do pray with someone because sometimes when everything is all rosy, you think, yeah, it's going to last. It's so
Yes.
beautiful, and especially when you've introduced that person to your family, they meet your kids as well. You know those things, like, yeah, he's the one. And the fact that he was even older, like everything was so perfect, everything was so beautiful. But now he just disappeared, blocked everywhere. When we see
Sure.
each other, we just pass each other. Like, I would really love to say hello, how are you doing?
Yeah.
But obviously, I think he's still childish, or maybe he was given instructions not to
Sure.
talk to me or something like that. But I still I still don't understand, and that's so weird for people that call each other like Christians. Like, God doesn't move like that.
Yes.
God forgives. If maybe I've done something, let's talk about it. You can
Yes.
still move on with your life, but at least let me know. I need to know, what did I do wrong,
Yeah.
so that I don't repeat it on the next person.
That's true. But do you guys feel like you can pray and still choose the wrong person? And then it's a question of, what's the problem? Are we the problem? Are we like how can we be there praying and interceding but still choose wrong?
Well, I think you can choose wrong. I mean, in life, like in everything that we do, like, it's not all the time where when you choose something, it's gonna be perfect
Yeah.
for you. Sometimes you have to go through some trials before you can find the right one. So I guess sometimes it's just part of life. You just need to
Yeah.
learn, as we go.
Your take on that? Praying and still choosing wrong.
I think it's more on. It's not about mostly about me. With me, I prayed about it so much and feeling like that is what I really wanted, but not listening again to what God really wanted for me. So it's just the thing for me that, okay, no, girl, you need to sit down and listen to me. So I had
Sure.
a problem personally. I had a problem of not listening to him and doing what I wanted more within my relationships.
So
yeah.
it's that whole thing of sometimes we think it's God's will, but it's more of our emotions
Yes.
and what we actually really want.
Yes.
Now, do we think that God can bless people that aren't compatible? Like, okay, let's start here. What's our idea of compatibility? When you say, no, we are compatible, what comes to your mind when it comes to compatible with someone?
I really don't know, because I think it also goes a long way, right? Because sometimes we see, let's say your artists or your celebrities, and you feel like, but that man is too nice to be married to that woman,
Yeah.
or that woman is too beautiful to be married to such a man. But we really don't know what's happening between, like, behind closed doors.
Yes,
and such
yes.
things. So it comes a long way to not knowing what really happens within closed doors.
Yeah.
So we never know. I feel like it's just God. God does things in ways that no one can ever understand.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's what we need to know as well, and what we
Sure.
need to also believe in.
True.
Yeah. And then, so now let's look in the Christian space where couples go to church together, they worship together, and still it doesn't work out. Like,
Yeah.
it's so, is it not like discouraging as well for those who are looking to be like, how we think ukuthi into phela that's based on uNkulunkulu should last? Why do you think it's not lasting? Especially right now when we look at our peers.
Yeah.
They are divorcing more than even the outside world. Or Rihanna are staying longer in their relationships than
Then other Christians.
yes,
Exactly.
Oh, Beyonce and I have battled Beyonce for years now. She's been
Yeah.
with Jay-Z. Obviously, we don't know the nitty-gritties of the relationship. It's fine, but they still committed to the relationship. Tina, our Christian sisters and brothers, 1-2-1-2. And the worst thing, even our celebrity Christian brothers and sisters,
Yep.
our pastors that we
Yep.
are, our young
Looking
pastors that we're
up to.
looking at. Shut the 2 years. Like, what's that about? What's to take on the whole thing? We can worship together,
Yeah.
but still break up. Is our foundation wrong?
Besides foundation, I think people, what we see is not really
What we
what people
get.
are. Yes, because people go to church together, they pray together. Maybe after church is after church, like
Eish.
they close their Bibles, like they forget about unkulunkulu. So you'll never know. There's so many things that are happening, and also people mustn't look up to us Christians and think that we are perfect. You understand?
We're human,
So
yeah.
if it happens that I'm with someone and we go to church together and we break up tomorrow, girl, you should try your own. I'm not trying to say that it's not going to last because mine didn't. So just focus on yourself. Yeah.
But do you think also to the issue of we have listened to Hollywood too much and not what God really intended about marriage? Because we want the butterflies, we want the feelings, the romance.
Lifting.
You understand? And when you look at the Bible, Usara was not romanticized.
No.
But she stayed. You understand? Ruth was a bit different. I think Boaz seemed a bit romantic, a little bit, sort of. He was nice. But I feel like, is it not the fact that also we have taken Hollywood into our homes and that's what our standard has now become?
Yep.
Like we are just so used to what we want is the romantic and not what Bible says. Because here's a question I want to ask to you guys. Is there any scripture in the Bible that says anyone was happily married?
No.
No.
Then where are we getting the idea from?
Hollywood.
Yeah, it's TV.
You know?
It's TV.
Because there's no scripture that says you're going to be happily married.
But you can't. I mean, you're different from your husband.
Yes.
So you can't agree on things all the time.
Absolutely.
There is no ways. And you should ask yourself what is going on if he says yes to everything. Something is not okay. So, yeah.
Then what's the difference between our relationships and our parents' relationships? Because they seem to have lost it much longer than ours. What do you think the foundational issues are when it comes to ours and theirs? Tulu, what's your take on that?
With this one, I'm not too sure, right? With this one, I'm not too sure about it. But my parents have been married now for 18 years. So they've been going strong. They've had their own ups and downs. And I've gotten to see on how they do things around each other, or they plan their marriage or such things, and they sit down and talk. There's some things that I would say, I wouldn't do this in my wedding. I wouldn't do this in my marriage. Let's say maybe if we argue, they used to have a thing where they argue in front of the kids, in front of us, and which sometimes it had a problem for me.
Okay.
So, and then we just got to sit down as a family and be like, we need to handle things in different ways. Things are much easier now. And it's quite difficult because as a pastor, my dad is a pastor, right? As a pastor, he's always seen to be this perfect man.
Yeah.
People expect him to be this perfect man. Not thinking about that when he gets home, he's not a pastor.
He's a dad.
He's
a
a father.
husband.
He's a husband, and there's a lot of things that he also needs, and there's a lot of things that he wants to see in such things. So with him, it was quite different when we see him at home, and I'm like, but Dad, you just preached about this, and this is what you're doing, and then but now things are easier. Ever since my dad got a stroke, things are much easier now for us to even speak to him as a man as well, to sit down and say, look, Dad, this is not how we do it, and this is not a way to speak to Mom. We now can say it. So now things are much easier. So I wouldn't want my kids to sit me down and say, Mommy, we don't like this, or we don't like this. And I rather want to be the one telling my kids this is what I want you guys to treat your husbands like. This is what. So I want to be an example to them, not them being an example to me.
Sure.
So yeah, I generally think that that for me is what I would change in my marriage. Then, yeah. But they are in love.
But onto the point why do you think theirs are lasting longer than ours? What do you think they've got right that we are not getting right, or that we've thrown away?
Respect.
Sure. Definitely.
Submission.
I
think with that, because I see my mom is some
submissive
people.
girl.
She's very submissive, and my dad loves her. Like generally, you would see it in his action. And my mom is more on, my husband needs this. My husband. It's always him before her. So with us now, when we get there, I will never do that for my man. It's always that concept. No, I wouldn't do
Trauma,
that.
maybe? Is it trauma that's making us do this whole thing of...
No.
What do you think it is?
I genuinely think it's a mentality of 50-50.
Yeah, definitely.
That
Me
we just
tap.
I mean, like now we woke, we are different from our parents. Our kids can never try to share us because we know everything. We know technology. We know how
Yes.
to speak English. We know things.
Yes.
So like back then, our mothers, like not all of them, but most of them, they were uneducated
Yeah.
and they were dependent on men. But now, in the morning, siyavuka sonke,
Yes,
siya emsebenzini, uza nemali, ngiza nemali. So a man cannot really have that voice like back in the days because like we are all the same now. We are meeting each other halfway. So now you feel like now you are the head of the house because you are putting something on the table. I think that's one of the things that is making our relationships not to last. We like the respect is not really there,
Sure.
and we are not submissive, guys. We are so lazy.
Is it a matter of are we lazy or also we don't have men that are leaders? Because you can't submit to a man that's not leading you.
You
A
need
bit
You
of
can't submit to
both.
any man, you
Yeah.
understand? Show me how
How to do
how you're leading, and then I'm able to,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, sometimes, but also we do have strong characters as well.
as women, eh?
Yeah, we like our voices now. I heard, it's not like back in the days as a woman you
Yeah.
cannot do this, but now see again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because I think with me, I also had that problem that I would never want to date someone who can't say when he says hey Tolu.
Yes.
Hey. So
Yeah.
I always had a mindset that okay, no, which means I should date someone older than me. Maybe I will be able to respect them or something. But I see couples where the wife is a bit older and the man is younger.
Younger.
But this wife is still submissive.
Yes.
We all see this within
Yeah.
the church, within outside, right? But with me, besides the fact that I'm just this outspoken person and I'm always loud, I'm always this, I generally wouldn't want a husband who just comes in and says, "Oh, Tolu, no." I want him when he looks like, hey,
Awu-
sit down.
awu
Awu
lapho.
lapho.
Yeah, baba.
And then I know that,
Yeah.
okay, no, okay, yeah, baba.
Yes.
So that's what I generally feel like, with me, it's not about the 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
Because with me, I don't want the 50-50 thing. Hey, he must take 95, I must be 5.
Absolutely, in Jesus' name.
Amen. That one, especially when there's a saying in Facebook, I think they once said it, is that the husband must say, your money is my money.
Yeah.
But my money is my money.
Who must say that?
Me, I'm
Absolutely, yes.
Your
yeah.
money is your money.
You are my currency.
Yeah.
You understand? And me, I will take care of me with mine.
I will
my
take
God.
care of your house. I'll build you a house. I'll take care of everything.
But do you also think, when now look at it culturally, it's different now, of course, because you know how back in the days where Moshata, Wamba kissed, that's your box, you're
Yeah.
dying in the family, your next box will be in your marriage. That's usually how our parents, were addressed. Do we also feel that maybe Christians feel that breaking up is ungodly and that's why some stay and tolerate and not break up because they're just like, hey, izothini bandla. I know that right now, even though now, I feel like now we've actually embraced divorce. We've welcomed it as, it happens. And do you think maybe also that has made it easier for us to leave because now it's so welcomed? Back in the days it was, ihlazo.
Yeah.
You can't leave your husband. Go back, But now do you feel like because we've opened the door to accept divorce, it's a matter of, oh no, I can leave. It's easier to leave, that's what I'm saying.
It's easier to leave. Like, I don't think you would leave your husband if he's not making you to leave.
Yeah.
Like, most men cheat, right? But is he respecting you while doing that? Some, they don't care. Some, they don't care. So why must you bekezela if this man is disrespecting you? There's a difference in you finding out, maybe you being, checking his phone and stuff, but him not coming home on time, sleeping outside when you ask, he still disrespects you. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You can't stay. So if someone is making you to leave, then you leave. Because now you'll end up hurting each other. Because now you're no longer in love with this person. They annoy you. Like when you see them, you don't even eat their food. You don't even look at each other in the house. Probably you're not even sleeping on the same bed.
Sure.
So people we are living. Yes?
Yeah.
Like we're really living
And
our
we are.
lives. We're living our lives like we really don't care. So
So do you also believe that the fact that the church has accepted divorce, it's easier for us to leave relationships?
I generally with what I see, right? I'm back in church. Most of them leave church. So people just have this concept of that in a marriage everything must be perfect. If
Yeah.
we saw you with this big weight, we're expecting that every week when you come inside the church, we don't expect to see you ever crying. Whether you're in the spirit or something, people always think, there's problems in her
Yeah,
wedding. There's
go.
problem. We are go or something's wrong. So people just have this concept of that this person must always be perfect. I feel like most Christians, we are told that marriage is perfect.
Yeah.
Everything is flower. Everything is flowers. Everything must be nice. So once we have problems, the first thing we think about is leaving church.
Yeah.
Sure.
So most of them,
Yes.
they
Yeah.
leave church. The first thing when they start looking at, okay, I want to leave my husband. The first thing that you're going to do as a wife, they're going to charge me in church. What are the women going to say?
Yeah.
What are the women in the committee going to say to me? He's probably dating one of the vocals in
Yeah.
the worshiping
Sure.
team. Whenever you see your husband looking at a certain singer or something, you just feel like, oh my God, no, he's probably dating. So the
Yep.
first thing you do is you leave church.
Yep.
And you feel like, I know I will worship God at home. But
Eish.
leaving that space where you're like, okay, no, you really need that. But somehow I genuinely feel like it's not about that we've been comfortable. It's what the church is telling us, that marriage is supposed to be perfect. And so as soon as you feel unperfect, you leave church.
Yeah.
So there's no honest conversation in the
There's
church.
no honest conversations.
That's such a good point. That shows that there's a facade or an illusion
Yeah.
that it's all rosy, but we need to sit down and be like, it's hard.
It is.
Kunzima, there's tears, there's blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
And the thing that's sad is that Christianity or Christ and the church were never easy. So why do we think marriage is easy? Because I need to say, Christ and church, that's the reflection of marriage, how it should be. Men love your wives, like Christ loves the church. And that was hard because, like, for example, if you look at the story of Hosea was married to a prostitute who kept going out, and God kept saying, go fetch her, she's yours. And then we think that it's going to be easy on the
Never.
marriage side, you know? And now let's speak about character or hypocrisy, where you have the man of God who can pray in tongues, but at home he's toxic.
I don't know.
Washintsha is sitting position. What happens then? You know, you have a fire-speaking, prophesying man. You understand? Or even woman, either way.
Yeah.
You know, she's a worshipper. When she goes, Amazulu literally descend.
I'm telling you.
She gets home, akahlanyi kanje. Or he gets home, he's controlling, he's toxic. And like, what happened? Like, how do we? One, I actually want to ask, how do we see those red flags? Because umbone nkonzweni, a power speaking. And obviously, maybe if you're not married, you might not live together until you're married. But how can we see those red flags before we say I do? Kanti lo muntu uyi hypocrites.
Yeah.
Do you think they're red flags? What could they be, in your opinion?
Yeah, no, those people are weird, hey? They're really weird because you'll never find out. You will never see those red flags.
Sure.
Because they want you.
To see what...
Yes. So you will fall in love with that because I feel like a lot of people have like different personalities. So he has a church personality and he has a home
outside.
personality. So he still wants you. Obviously, he's going to be perfect for you until you are in it. You are deep. Then they will show you who they are. So most people play church.
Sure. Yeah.
They play church. Like they look all good and
Sunday best.
Jesus freak, blah 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 blah, until
So do you
see
think
them at home.
some use it to get Christian girls? Like, for example, men, because we're women right now, so we can't speak for the other side. But do you feel like some men use that whole Christian facade to get Christian girls? Because he knows that Christian girls have more morals maybe than outside girls.
You know, this one's quite difficult for me because I don't think most guys want to go Because there's a guy who once said to me that Christian girls is where you go see the problems more than you see it outside. Because
Okay.
with us, we have a mask on.
Yes.
They like saying that Christian girls have a mask on and they're always sitting there looking like we're so innocent
Yes.
and we're worshiping. That's why you say that when we worship and then the heavens comes down, and then when we get home, things are different. For me, is having to not have a mask on. So if we can learn as women or Christian women to not have a mask on, because I don't think with me it was so easier with the fact that my parents never gotten me to tell me that I should be perfect. As a pastor's child, you should be perfect. When people look at you, you should be in a certain way. You should hold yourself in certain ways. I've never gotten that. So it gave me the space to live my life fully, so that it didn't give me a lot of hiccups of that, man, which means when no one is around, then I can do this. Then I can do that, and I can. So I gave it 100%. Whether you
Sure.
like it or whether anyone doesn't like it, it's not my problem. As long as my parents were fine with it and things. But I have friends that are also pastors' kids, and then they're like, my dad would never allow me to do that. So that's why I ran away from home. That's why I stopped going to church. That's why it's just having a mask of having to pretend that things are fine where else things are not fine.
Yeah.
And then we have like traumas, and you'll be like, oh, okay, no, my dad yesterday did 1, 2, 3, and I can't say it. And then that's the problem for me. But for my side, I was able to say, hey, you are wrong, Dad. You didn't do this, and we're not going to pretend, and we're not going to do this. So they just gave me a platform that, go partying, go do this. You are a child. They gave me a platform. For me, with guys, when they came to me, they didn't have to come and pretend. I don't have to pretend as well.
Yeah.
In terms of, I'm this perfect child. I go to church. I will tell you, I also go out. I also do this. I also do that. I'm still learning as well. I'm also I still have a pastor who preaches to me as well.
Yeah.
I'm still also learning. As much as you feel like the Bible, I'm also here to learn about the Bible. We're all the same here.
Yeah.
I might be lost in a lot of things, although I'm a pastor's kid.
Yeah.
So for me, it just has to do with the mask that we need to also all learn that we need to take off sometimes.
Yeah. Be honest,
Yeah.
be genuine, be
Yeah.
be who you are. Have you ever been spiritually manipulated in a relationship? Have you ever experienced that? Where there's a man, your partner or whatever, actually, no, I feel like the Lord is saying that you must wait for me. Or actually, God said you're the one for me. Or actually, if you leave me, you're leaving your blessing. Have you ever had a statement being said to you, thrown to you in a spiritual way? You're like, as a young manipulator, son.
I know.
You've never.
I've
It has
had
never
it.
happened.
Really?
No.
Okay. Have you?
I've had. There was one guy. I was quite young. We just speaking about that. It's so funny. I was very young, and I felt like, this guy. He was one guy who everyone wanted. He was part of a band, and I just felt like,
Aba kwi-band.
Eish.
Idrama yona.
So he was part of that band. And then he one day just, because, mind you, by that time, I was still a virgin. So
Sure.
by that time, he comes to me, he's like, do you know that the Bible speaks that once you don't feed me, someone else will, outside will. I didn't understand him. And then he eventually came to me, he's like, no. Once you don't give a dog food,
It'll
within
go
there,
eat.
It'll go eat outside. So my baby, you better watch out. I was like, and he started telling me about scriptures. I was just there like, I can't go ask my dad about it. I can't go ask my mom. What do I say to my mom? What am I going to say, Mama? This guy is saying, what am I going to say? So I felt like, and then eventually he broke up with me. I was fine about it. And then he went to go date my cousin.
Worse.
And then he broke up with my cousin to go date someone else.
No one is giving him.
No one is
Yeah,
giving him
giving-
what he wants.
Sure.
So yeah, I was told that if I don't give it out, the Lord is going to punish me.
Wow.
The Lord is going to punish me. And if I do this, marriage will come, doors will open.
All right, so now I want us, as we wrap things up, I want us to do a little, it's not a quiz, but it's called rapid fire. So you're either going to say it's a red flag or it's godly. I'm going to say a statement, and you're going to tell me the statement is a red flag or is it's no, this is godly, okay? Okay. First one. God told me you're my spouse.
Red flag.
Godly.
Okay, I want to go deeper. Why say it's a red flag?
Okay, well, if God spoke to my husband, the person that claimed that God spoke to, I don't think that I wouldn't know
Oh, so God must speak to you as well.
because
Okay.
I mean, if it's true, then there must be signs somewhere, or there must be something. There's no ways that you will just pick me and then you say, God spoke to me, and then that's it. Nah, fam.
Why is it godly?
For me, it's also if we were already in a relationship as well. And he's like, no, God told me that, which means he also went to go pray for me or pray about it. Or, and then God is like, I know she is the one. So for me, as much as I'm also praying, I also have to have that space that, I see it. Because I think I would also want to see it because man must lead for me.
Yes.
So he must say, okay, no, you're my wife. And then I'll say, okay, yeah, I see it as well. Because I know one thing about
She's a lover girl, this one.
I'm a girl, please. So for me, I'm just saying like, okay, yeah. Because I think for me, I will always be that girl. Yeah, I'll always be in love.
Yeah, you're a lover girl.
So when he comes to me, that will just give me reassurance that, okay,
Okay, the Lord did say.
God
Now,
is
I'm not at home. Let us know if you're at home. If a man says to you, God says you're my spouse, is that a godly thing or a red flag? We want to hear. Put in the comment section. Okay, next one. Someone who refuses counseling because we just need to pray.
Red flag.
Red flag.
It's not a rose. It's a flag.
It's a flag.
Absolutely. So the importance of counseling.
It's very important because I think we all have our childhood traumas. We all have a lot of things that's going on before we even met, from our past relationships, from our family issues and such things. Because I think wanting to see on how you're going to handle things around the relationship. So I think counseling is always it's always needed, whether it's in church or. But as we said, I think it's also necessary to do it outside church.
Yep. Very.
Okay. Public ministry couple goals. Is that a red flag or a godly thing? When a guy wants, to post you guys are publicly in a, and this whole thing is a ministry. This relationship is a ministry, and you got a couple goals in Konzwe, understand? Is that a red flag when a guy wants that, or do you think it's a beautiful thing?
Red flag.
It's
Red flag, really?
it's
It can't be. It has to be red flag or godly.
yeah.
Guys, I'm so interested. Why you guys feel like this is bad? Now I want to know.
For me, because I generally feel like in the church space, why are we telling everyone? Why should we be public about it? We can be public, yeah, people can know we're dating, but there's no need for us to be out there. Everything must be. We must be respectful about it. If we want to build, especially with the elders, we must respect the people that are around us before anything. And our business has to be known by.
No, not that you're kissing, but your relationship must be public. People must know that you guys
post TikToks and.
Or you guys are a couple goal in the ministry.
Oh, when we get to church, we're here.
And Utulu and Usbanban.
It's a red flag.
Is it?
When you're happy, sometimes we even forget to post.
Yeah.
When you're having a good time, when you're happy,
forget to
you
even take
forget,
videos.
because you are always in each other's face. So you
It's
think
a
about
50-50 though.
Facebook, TikTok,
It's a bit of.
yeah.
What's the other side of the coin?
Is that people know, so they can't do anything about it.
Oh, and it's true, because the other thing is when people know as well, then I'm able to manipulate you, because how people know about us, we can't mess up.
I'm saying about people, don't manipulate me. No, I mean on the other side, how church ladies or any other ladies,
Oh,
be
okay, I
like,
get you.
no,
Yes.
this guy 1, 2, 3. But now they're gonna think about it. If I go to Toulouse, man, people are gonna know.
Yes.
People are
It
gonna-
protects the relationship as well.
It protects the relationship that they can be seen in public because we are together. Then people are gonna know that you're doing nonsense.
Yep.
they're gonna tell me.
Yes,
So,
simbonile.
told me they will call you.
Right? Okay. Getting engaged after 3 months because when you know, you know. Red flag or godly thing?
3 months.
When you know, you know. Is it a red flag thing?
God.
Because especially when a man is like, Ngagwa, I know. I've dated you 3
Godly.
months. I know what I want. And this is it.
God.
Godly.
Okay, so it's not a scary thing when a
No.
man says,
No.
says Jolie, let 3 months, I want to go home.
No,
No.
godly.
I love that.
My dad married my mom after 6 months.
You see?
Love that.
Yeah.
When a man knows, you know. So is it
No,
a red
no.
flag when he doesn't know and he strings around for 3 years? I tell you, no, I have to build.
What are you still
I have
finding
to
out?
build at home. I must first get a master's. I must first buy my car. Is that a red flag?
It is.
It
Nah?
is. What are you still
Yeah.
finding out from me? What do
We
you still
must
want
win
to know?
together. Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean? We must win together. You can still finish school. You can still build home while you married with me. Like, what do you
I'll
mean?
build you.
Yeah. Bob the Builder.
Can he fix it? No. What about a relationship where you broke up and got back together a couple of times? Is that a godly thing or a red flag? You guys keep breaking up and getting back together, breaking up and getting back together.
Red flag.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
So,
But the way you're saying, is it?
because I really want to know your mind. Okay, give me more. Why is it a red flag?
Like, if we break up and we get back together and we break up again, then it means that we are not willing to fix
Sure.
things. You know, there's still something wrong somewhere, somehow. And if we get back together for the second time, then what makes me think that you're not going to repeat the things that you did that made us to break up?
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you. Here's the last one. A man who blocks his exes. Is that a red flag or a godly thing?
Godly.
Godly.
Red
Hallelujah.
flag. But
No.
ubenzeni.
Yeah.
Red flag, ubenzeni. What about block?
A red flag. It's a red flag.
Oh, for me, no.
It is a red. It is a. It
Okay.
is a red flag.
Go deeper. Why is it a red
Because,
flag?
I mean-
or why is it a godly? Why is it a red flag? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you it's a red flag because now it means that you're not really over that person if you can block them.
Or something's wrong.
Something is wrong. You don't want to see them. If I'm over you, I don't care about you. I don't have to block you. I can see your pictures. I will pass
Absolutely.
them.
Kungathi.
I would not something. It means there's still a change.
That's my opinion as well.
Yeah, there's still a change
Wena?
somewhere.
Utsini? So you said it's a godly thing.
For me, it's a godly thing.
Go deeper,
guys.
go deeper.
With me, I don't think I would want. I've never. Have I blocked exes? But I'm still cool with the exes that I have. But at the very same time, I feel like if the exes they're very, there's something that will just want to spite the person
Okay.
because they know a certain thing about him that maybe I don't know. So if my man blocks the ex, it's fine for me, unless if they have maybe kids together or something, then I
Okay.
don't see a need to. But if you don't have anything that's still tying you guys together, exes are very naughty. With even me personally,
Hey, stranger.
with me,
Hey.
I see him posting things, and whether we exes, I'm still fine or anything. But years later, I can just go in and hi, long time, how are you? So for me, I feel like exes, is still something that still needs to be told. So if you are blocked, it's still fine for me. I love it.
Interesting.
Right.
A partner blocks the ex. For you, is it a red flag or is it something that is good? I like that. That's a very, very interesting point. And then last one is a man that posts scriptures a lot. Is he a red flag or is he a godly thing? Look, I heard Jeremiah. Or, he likes to, push the word. Like, is it too much?
Baby.
Uchama ngebhayibheli, ewe. Red flag or godly?
Hey, red flags.
Red flag.
I mean, it is okay, ne? But I need to know how you think.
As a person.
As a person. You can't be posting about the very same thing all the time. No, no. Please
It
challenge
feels
your
like
life.
you're hiding behind it.
Yeah,
It feels
you
like...
will. You
Like,
can also have
what do you
something that
mean?
you're also interested in.
Huh.
Have a life. Have something that you do as well. Besides, the Bible says David what? No, wait. David had a life.
Yeah.
What is it going to be written about you that we don't know? Wait, come back.
Then there's the issue of a highly spiritual man is a red flag when you're too spiritual. you when you pillar in the clouds.
You can't.
Yeah.
You,
You
can't
live
do
with
that.
the cherubim, the seraphim.
Can I get one?
Sana, what are you gonna eat if you are like,
Man shall not
like,
live
oh,
on bread alone.
how? High balance.
Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
ways. You're
100%. All right, as we wrap it up, I would love you ladies to just look at the viewers at home and say something that you feel like they need to remember from this episode. When we say, we know you've prayed, you've fasted, you want this relationship, but you still broke up. Let's talk about, something that you'd want someone to go home and remember after listening to our chat and our conversation. We'll say, it can happen. For me, for example, I'll start and say, it definitely can happen. You can pray, you can fast, you can seek the Lord, and it still fails. And it's not a reflection of your relationship with God. It's not a you thing. It could be your partner had a bad character, or God didn't want you there, or He removed the person from you. But what's one thing you want to leave the viewers at home to remember about today?
I think for me is to always remember to never have a mask on.
Okay.
Whether be it in any relationship, whether be it in friendship, never compromise yourself to be something that you're not. Never say, okay, no, I'm going to act this certain way because I want this to work. And you're still praying about it and be like, God, I want this relationship to work because I feel like this man is this to me, or this is the type of man I want to take home. Where else it's compromising yourself. This person is manipulating you, is telling you this is what. But that's the only thing I would say is always put yourself first. Never compromise yourself in any way. Never put a mask for anyone. So be yourself in all things.
I love that. Also, never compromise your relationship with God.
God.
For
Yes.
Indota. Inga, what's your take home?
Yes, Sana, she almost said everything that I wanted to say. Don't rush things, man. Don't do things for the church. Do it for you, for yourself. Make sure that you do not ignore the red flags.
Yes.
Whatever that you are seeing now as a girlfriend and a boyfriend, it will still follow you to your marriage.
Absolutely.
So never ignore anything. Do not rush anything.
I like that.
Yeah.
They are not red roses, they are red flags. From us in her shoes, it's goodbye. Thank you for tuning in. Let us know, do you have a testimony of a relationship that failed, that you felt like shouldn't have failed because you did the right things the godly way? Hit us up on our comment section. We want to hear from you. But again, kuyahlukana, even after we prayed, and life goes on. You shall be okay. We'll see you next time on Inner Shoes. Good night. God bless.